Hello and welcome to Speedcubing 101. This is episode 5. I am recording this on Monday, August 19th. It's 11:50 a.m. and I am in the phase that my friends and I call the vacation after the vacation because we always need a vacation after a vacation. I'm coming to you from Hillcrest Community Center in Vancouver. The Vancouver Canadians play across the parking lot from here. I'm here because daughter has a friend's birthday party at the swimming pool. So Cuber and I are here. We're in a spot overlooking the ice rink, and Cuber's here watching what looks to be a private hockey practice. There's 2 kids and 2 coaches, and that's it. I think Cuber's up for sharing a little bit today. Come on over, son. Tell me what you thought of the BC Championships this last weekend.
It was pretty good. I got it PR average.
In what?
3x3.
And what else are you going to remember from the championship?
It was cool to see Jacob get an NR in pyraminx.
What are you looking forward to today?
I'm going to my friend's party and it's a Pokemon birthday party.
Thank you, Mike Cuber. I'll see if he wants to join in on future episodes. A little correction there. He was saying that he remembers he likes seeing Jacob Kotai get a PR, which stands for personal record, but it was also a NR2. Cuber said NR, but it is an NR2. NR means national record, so Canadian record. If you hear some singing behind me, there is a dance class, and half of them are in the room and half of them are sort of across the hallway, but in the same area as me. Jacob is number 2 now, bumping another BC competitor, Ash Chen, down to 3. I love to watch a good rivalry. Did I say what event this was? I can't remember. I'm tired. It was for pyraminx. So if you want to know what Jacob's time was, that is our new national record for the second spot. His average was 1.99 seconds, and his best solve of the pyraminx yesterday, 1.28 seconds. That's insane. We had 11 events at the 2024 BC Championships that were official. We also had 1 unofficial event. I know you'll throw cubes at me if I don't say the 3x3 podium. So in 3rd place, we have Ash Black with a 3x3 average of 7.93 and a best of 6.96. I got to judge Ash in one-handed, and I actually told my son, if you get a chance to be a judge when Ash is there, watch carefully. Second, we have Timothy Castle, who blew a friend of mine, who's another cubing parent, away because Timothy speaks fluent Mandarin. Timothy's average was, and pay attention to this, 7.71. His best, 6.80. And finally, our BC champion is Luke Jankowiak. I hope I said that right. Winning with an average of 7.71. Did you catch that? Same average time as Timothy. So your Speedcubing 101 lesson today is, if the average is tied, the tiebreaker is the best time of a single solve in that round. And Luke's best time was 6.50. Timothy's 6.80. So that is what nudged Luke to first. I used to listen to a lot of sports talk radio, and I feel like that's coming out now. Congratulations to everyone. You can find a group picture we took just before the 3x3 semis on my Instagram, as well as the 1.28 solve that Jacob had. My Instagram is CubeMomOfficial. Again, that's CubeMomOfficial. Cuber wants to get something to eat, so we are going to go soon, but there's a couple things I wanted to cover before my next episode. You can subscribe to Speedcubing 101 on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, and that will tell you when a new episode has landed. So the 2 things I wanted to leave you with. 1, I was chatting with the dad on the ferry home. They're a family from Abbotsford, BC, and he was asking what's an easy way to find out about new competitions. Aside from checking the WCA site, And I told him he could sign up for the Speedcubing Canada email list. I'm going to link to that in the show notes of this episode so that if you want to sign up as well, it is there. While I'm on the topic, the Pacific Northwest also has a newsletter, so I'm going to link to that as well in the show notes. But I want to end off with a little story about Kevin Matthews. You may have heard the last episode, which he was featured on. He knows this. I told him after it happened. I helped organize a meetup in July in Vancouver, and it just so happened when you convert to Pacific time zone where we are, it was happening at the same time as the 3x3 finals of the North American Championships, also known as NACs. So I brought my laptop. Thomas gave me a box to prop it up on. And once Max Park and Timon were doing their head-to-head, they were just glued, quiet, staring intently at the screen. I was off chatting with some parents. I think we were talking about Worlds, which is in Seattle, by the way, in July 2025. And then all of a sudden I heard the kids screaming, Kevin Matthews, Kevin Matthews. So I went over and I was looking and I said, what? Did he make the finals? And they said, no, he was on the screen. And I guess what happened was the camera shot to the crowd for a second and Kevin was sitting in a chair and they just erupted in chants of his name. I mention that because that's how much the kids look up to and admire the delegates. They will shout out your name, even if you're just sitting and on the screen for a second. If you were at the BC Championships, I hope you got home safely or you're going to get home safely. I know some are still staying a little longer in Nanaimo. I hope you're getting your laundry done and all the things after a trip. If you were not at the BC Championships, I hope you had a lovely weekend and that everyone has an amazing week ahead. Thank you for listening to Speedcubing 101. Again, please subscribe, rate, and review on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, and follow me on Instagram, CubeMomOfficial. If you have any questions, suggestions, or corrections, email me at cubemomofficial@gmail.com. That's cubemomofficial@gmail.com. Happy cubing and go Cubers go. I'm getting faster at recording, son.